The platforms choosing and prioritizing your networks. As a business or organization wanting to make an impact through social media, on what platforms will you be active? How will you allocate your time between them? Today, there are countless social media sites for the mass market or the smallest of niches. There's Badoo, Bebo, Delicious, Reddit, and StumbleUpon. There's Classmates.com, Gaze.com, and HR.com. There's Rise, Zanga, Yammer, and Yelp. Or how about Flickr, Flickster, Friendster, and Fubar? How can you make sense of the different purposes, demographics, and cultures of the major social networks? One clever answer, Social Media Explained, from the perspective of donuts, was scrawled on a whiteboard and shared on Instagram in 2012 by Douglas Ray. Facebook, I one like donuts. Foursquare, this is where I eat donuts. Instagram, here is a vintage photo of my donut. YouTube, here I am eating a donut. LinkedIn, my skills include donut eating Last.fm, now listening to donuts. Google Plus, I'm a Google employee who likes donuts. Ray's posting charted a mini viral success story among social media and web geeks. But while it neatly pigeonholes the major platforms, it doesn't fully answer our question. Interactive social features have been a part of the internet since before the World Wide Web. Back in the days of bulletin boards and chat rooms. Among the earliest innovations of Amazon.com in the 1990s were user-generated book reviews and ratings. Although the web has been social all along, it's only been in the past decade that dedicated social networks have zoomed into multi-million user prominence. Many of the early darlings fizzled. Friendster, MySpace, and Second Life are just some of the communities that failed to maintain their early momentum or live up to their hype. But Facebook changed everything. Virtually from its birth in 2004, it was a force to be reckoned with. And by 2008, it had unseated MySpace as the biggest social network. By 2010, in fact, it became the most visited site on the entire web, ousting Google. I won't try to catalog all the networks out there or give you step-by-step advice on how to prosper in each. My goal is to zero in on the major platforms, the ones that deliver the greatest return for your efforts and investment. I'll focus on how they compare with each other in market share, specialty, and audience. And I hope get you thinking about how they can work together to allow you to derive maximum impact from your finite time and resources. Social media market share. As an organization, if you were to engage on just one social network, it would have to be Facebook, which dwarfs its rivals in both membership size and the passion of its audience, as measured by visits and time on site. But being on Facebook alone would be a mistake. You owe it to your business to participate on multiple networks. You should be using the strengths of the different platforms and the different missions and mindsets of the people on them so that you can achieve the following goals. 1. Your brand's social presence is essentially wherever consumers seek it to. You satisfy a breadth of consumer needs, including research, customer service, amusement, and immersion in the brand experience. 3. You amplify, echo, and support your key campaigns and brand messages consistently across multiple media. 4. You leverage the fixed costs of social media strategy, policy establishment, planning and staffing, analytics, and technology investments across a broader reach. Some social platforms excel as conduits for news, trends, and gossip. Others specialize in professional networking or rich media sharing. While every platform overlaps the user base of the others, users may be in a different mindset or have a different mission when they visit each one. Note Facebook now captures 63% of all social media visits and an even higher share of online time. If you're active on only one social network, Facebook is the one to choose. When you crank up your social media program in the comprehensive, purposeful ways I'll describe in this book, you generate millions of mostly free impressions seen by your customers and prospects. If you have a great brand, and if you're ethical, authentic, humble, energetic, and creative, the vast majority of those brand impressions will be positive. You'll create a personal face for your business, a persona that consistently reflects your brand's values, participates in relevant online conversations wherever they are found, and is attuned to the distinct culture and atmosphere of each major social network. While I do advocate that you be essentially everywhere, I don't mean you should be active on every single network or social media site. For one thing, it would be impossible. There are countless Me Too social media plays out there today, all vying for the very limited leisure time of members and dollars of advertisers. An analogy to search engines may be helpful. Search marketers long ago discovered that if you stop with Google AdWords, you left some money on the table. Despite their smaller size, Yahoo and Bing remained platforms you couldn't ignore for ROI and incremental reach. But there was little additional benefit to building and managing search programs for second and third tier engines like Ask, AOL, FindWhat, and so on. You were already reaching 90% of searchers, so why expend time, effort, and money chasing the remaining 10%? Soon, lower tier search engines began syndicating Google Ads on their results pages, and the battle was over. The same holds true for social networks. A brand can reach the lion's share of all social media users and can be exposed to almost 2/3 of all social media visits solely by establishing a Facebook presence. Twitter, YouTube, and a few well-chosen others can nicely round out the picture. It takes time for brands to learn each unique social media neighborhood and begin to feel at home. The smallest networks aren't worth your attention as a marketer unless they are special interest sites directly aligned with your market niche, which I'll discuss later in the chapter. Facebook is by far the dominant network, vacuuming up 63% of social media visits. YouTube captures 20%, and the rest manage only single-digit market shares. See Figure 3-1. Figure 3-1. Facebook is the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to total visits to social media sites. Facebook's dominance is even greater when measured by the amount of time users spend on each site. Two, I know from the brands I work on professionally that your business's Facebook fans, Twitter followers, YouTube subscribers, and Google Plus followers will generally reflect these proportions. Facebook fans dwarf Twitter followers, while Google Plus, YouTube, Pinterest, and the others hardly register. However, there are important distinctions. Some brands, especially celebrities, publishers, bloggers, and thought leaders, over-index on Twitter. That's because Twitter is such a popular and effective clearinghouse for information, trends, gossip, and news. On YouTube, subscribers are a poor measure of a brand's impact. Views are a better metric, although views align better with reach than followers when comparing YouTube with other networks. To examine the idea of effort versus reward, I compared several leading brands in a variety of industries, including Coca-Cola, Toyota, Levi's, Lady Gaga, and others, and see Table 3-1. I found that on average, these brands' social media fan bases broke down as follows: 78% Facebook followers, 18% Twitter fans, 2% Google Plus circles, 1% YouTube subscribers. Obviously, Facebook is the 800-pound gorilla of the space, but with its nearly 1 billion global members and the constant flood of newsfeed stories, it can be difficult for a business to truly make an impact and cut through the noise on Facebook. Twitter and LinkedIn, on the other hand, offer great tools for identifying potential connections and interacting with them one-to-one and in groups. Especially for niche markets or for business-to-business, B2B, the advantages of Twitter and LinkedIn in building tighter, more personal communities compensate for their more limited reach. The lesson here: invest your time, strategic energy, and money proportionally to the market share of these social media networks. But take into account the special affinities of your brand and marketplace. Visual brands should favor YouTube and Flickr. Authors, bloggers, and publishers should overweight Twitter. Business-to-business companies should overweight LinkedIn. So you'll complement Facebook with Twitter and other platforms. Depending on what market your business is in, say whether it's B2B or B2C, business to consumer, whether it's highly visual or whether it operates local retail stores, will determine on which other platforms you'll find your most receptive audiences. As with an effective marketing mix or a diversified media buy, a good social media program recognizes these truths. Each social platform has its unique strengths, weaknesses, culture, and audience. Being active on multiple platforms increases the likelihood you will reach and make a memorable impression on your target customer. Being active on multiple platforms lets you serve up the whole array of what fans are looking for: entertainment, engagement, customer service, exclusive deals, social proof in the form of customer testimonials, images and video, customer-generated reviews, recipes, and so forth. Engagement versus marketing. This book is devoted to social media marketing, but many of the topics I'll cover have more to do with consumer engagement, customer service, and building brand equity than with direct response advertising. People participate in social media for fun. They're eager to connect with friends and family, and they're increasingly willing to bring trusted brands into that circle of relationship. But there are limits to the connection people really want with companies on social media. Consumers have intangible but real boundaries when it comes to receiving promotional pitches through social channels. One good way to reach your online community with new products, deals, and offers is to leverage the power of word of mouth. Consumers feel better about and place more trust in the purchase advice they get from friends. Social networks are a great place to pursue word of mouth marketing, build brand reputation, deepen your relationship with existing customers, and practice a soft sell. Email and direct mail remain the dominant ways to sell to your customers. Yet a surprising 20% of consumers say they have made a purchase in response to a marketing message on Facebook. See Figure 3-2. Research has demonstrated a strong correlation between people liking a brand on social media and doing more business with that brand. However, a 2012 study found that many consumers are lukewarm about receiving promotional messages from brands they friend. While 40% of social media users like businesses in order to receive special discounts and promotions, another 40% say they don't believe that liking a brand on Facebook entitles the brand to market to them via the newsfeed. Clearly, the commercialization of social media is a touchy subject and a rapidly evolving one. Figure 3-2. While more traditional direct marketing tactics still dominate, a surprising 20% of consumers report making a purchase in response to a marketing message on Facebook. Teen 15 to 17 channel preference. While crafting the social media strategy of your organization, be sure to look down the road. Today's teens are tomorrow's adult consumers. Their preferences for online activity and communications: think immediate gratification, more mobile, more social, more text messaging, and more instant messaging. 584% use email at least once a day, 82% text at least once a day, 78% use Facebook at least once a day, 51% check in using location-based services like Foursquare at least once a day, 46% chat via instant messaging at least once a day, 39% use smartphone messaging apps like WhatsApp at least once a day, 32% use Twitter at least once a day. Facebook keeps getting richer as a user experience and as a place for businesses to build communities and advertise for customers. The site continues to grow because new users, merely curious at first, often become addicted to the site. Contrast that with many other social networks where curious newcomers tend to kick the tires, get bored, and quit coming back. The list of top business Facebook pages, measured by likes, is dominated by celebrities, games, entertainment, and utilities. With buzz, critical mass, and momentum on their side, these multi-million fan communities are growing by thousands of likes a day. Table 3-2 shows the top 15 as of September 2012. Among consumer product brands, the top Facebook and Twitter presences include Coca-Cola, Disney, Converse, Starbucks, Red Bull, Oreos, Skittles, McDonald's, Pringles, Walmart, Victoria's Secret, Target, iTunes, Xbox, Monster Energy, Subway, Nutella, Adidas, and Levi's, each with 10 to 30 million fans apiece. Facebook offers a hard-to-beat mix of features. Brand pages and tabs are far more customizable than on other networks. The platform does a good job supporting text posts, photo sharing, video sharing, events, groups, bricks and mortar places, applications, and more. Social calls to action, liking, commenting, joining, sharing, downloading, are prominent in the site experience, and they generate strong ripple effects that can be beneficial for brands. Social plugins make it easy to bring Facebook's social features, such as the like button, to your website and amplify your impact through the Facebook network. This system of adding social features to third-party websites was introduced as Facebook Connect and is now known under the broader and more powerful toolset Facebook for Websites. I'll explore this opportunity in greater depth in Chapter 10. Especially powerful is Facebook tab development through its open API and app development framework. Whether you're seeking to support a simple email newsletter sign-up or something more ambitious like an online sweepstakes, you can do it. App development like this is a great way to enhance your business page, and as long as it's accompanied by clear opt-in messaging to bring member data back into your house file to build future relationships. One of the things I like best about Facebook is the ambitious application development that goes on within it and through its huge and vibrant app developer community. Mail a Postcard, for instance, is a new Facebook partnership with Postagram in limited beta, which lets users send their Instagram photos to friends as printed postcards through regular postal mail for 99 cents per card. For now, Mail a Postcard only allows individuals to mail their own photos to friends. It doesn't work for public photos or photos from Facebook pages. So it's not immediately useful for companies and brands, but it is a development I'm watching eagerly. Any company sending out millions of catalogs or direct mail pieces would likely be interested in directing some of its print media budget to a more social, personalized postcard mailing to its Facebook community, perhaps with fan-exclusive offers, or encouraging mailings between fans and their friends. As I'll discuss in Chapter 5, Facebook has rolled out very powerful advertising options. Given all the free functionality of the site, the fast pace of continued enhancements, the third-party developer community, and the emerging advertising options, I believe Facebook is an ideal proving ground for any company's social media efforts. Twitter. Not everybody gets Twitter. Of the 300 million individuals who have signed up, only about half are active. While Twitter users account for about 20% of all internet users, the site garners just a single-digit share of all visits to social media sites. In other words, Twitter is visited less frequently by its members than are the stickier networks, namely Facebook and YouTube. Twitter users' minimal time on site could further the impression that the network isn't also ran. But that impression would be mistaken. Part of Twitter's appeal is efficiency. It's stripped down 140 character posts and messages, simple keyword and hashtag-driven searches, and clean scrolling activity feed can deliver a wealth of information in minutes or even seconds. Twitter is part microblogging service, part social network. It excels as a special interest news aggregation tool, a trend spotting engine, and a vehicle for finding, following, and connecting with like-minded people. Twitter is one of the least reciprocal of social networks. Unlike Facebook or LinkedIn, where friends and connections communicate one-to-one, Twitter's followers model encourages thousands and even millions of users to subscribe to the posts of the most influential voices in the Twitter community. Twitter is more of a publishing platform than a social network. To flourish on Twitter, target a clear topical niche and bring out your Inner People magazine editor. Zero in on trending topics in your market and craft headlines that will grab your readers' attention. That characteristic makes some high-profile Twitter accounts more like a brand page on Facebook, and also something of a publishing 2.0 model, the vanguard of digital journalism. Some of the best fits for Twitter are providers of news, expertise, tips, insight, inspiration, and gossip. Major brands, celebrities, and other high-profile personalities are often impersonated or copycatted by unauthorized, unofficial Twitter profiles. Twitter combats the practice by bestowing a blue checkmark, verified badge on authentic profiles. But don't expect a verified badge if you're just a regular Joe. These badges are mostly added for VIPs on a "don't call us, we'll call you" basis, says Twitter of its verification program. We concentrate on highly sought users in music, acting, fashion, government, politics, religion, journalism, media, advertising, business, and other key interest areas. We verify business partners from time to time and individuals at high risk of impersonation. That said, if you detect fake or misleading profiles of your company or brand, or of high-profile people in your organization, do reach out to Twitter to see if the company will verify your username. While the biggest accounts on Twitter belong to celebrities like Justin Bieber, Shakira, and Kim Kardashian, the network is ideal for smaller, niche players to find, follow, and start interacting with their own special interest audience. I've found that Twitter can be a challenging platform for B2C businesses to reach critical mass, but it's a great place for B2B businesses and individuals. Facebook makes it easy to attract hundreds and thousands of fans, but the platform makes it difficult to communicate directly with them. Twitter, on the other hand, allows you to publicly message anyone and to directly message any of your followers. The beauty of Twitter is how easy it is to find experts, bloggers, tastemakers, real-world journalists, specialists, and consultants. By tracking Twitter conversations, hashtags, and trends for your own keywords, you can speedily identify influential people in your industry or marketplace. Follow them, retweet them when you like their stuff, and reach out to them with comments on their tweets. If you're a B2B professional using Twitter, you can boost your profile by publishing thoughtful posts about your industry. You can follow and connect with business journalists, conference organizers, professional organizations, potential vendors, partners, and future customers. Twitter has developed an API so outside developers can integrate their applications with it, but the platform is a lot simpler than Facebook. It's still basically a messaging platform and news aggregator. Twitter's mission statement is clear. It urges users to find out what's happening right now with the people and organizations you care about. Twitter's value proposition to businesses is that the platform can provide brand lift, CRM, and direct sales. These are the best ways to leverage Twitter's power. Develop a publishing presence with an elevator pitch that makes it appealing to follow. If you can't squeeze all your messaging into one clear theme, consider establishing multiple Twitter feeds. Dell Computer, for instance, maintains dozens of mission-specific handles for Dell Outlet, Dell Home, small business, customer care, investor relations, corporate social responsibility, all its different multinationals, and of course the personal handle of founder Michael Dell. Monitor the Twitterverse for brand mentions and follow active Twitter users in your market. Following others is the best way to gain followers. Retweet positive brand messages posted by your followers and brand loyalists. Run occasional trend campaigns where you encourage or even incentivize followers to retweet your message if they like or support it. Customize your profile page background. Add Twitter logos and widgets to your site. Amplify your message with Twitter advertising programs like promoted accounts, promoted tweets, and promoted trends. See Chapter 6. Retweeting is coin of the realm on Twitter, and it's the best evidence that your message is resonating with its audience. Here are strategies to get more retweets and generate viral word of mouth. Channel your inner People magazine editor. Compose tweets that are catchy and compelling, including top 10 lists, tips, best and worst, and so forth. Tweet at the right time. Day of the week and hour of the day are critical if you want attention. Your tweets should appear on screen when your followers are awake and most likely to be looking at their Twitter feed. Don't batch your tweets. Even if you write most of your posts in concentrated bursts, that's not the way to publish them. A steady cadence is best. Use popular trending hashtags if they're relevant to your market, and invent and promote your own hashtags. Periodically update, revise, and repost your own tweets. You may feel you're repeating yourself, but 99% of your followers will miss your post the first time around. That's just the way Twitter rolls. Scrolls. Although it's tempting to automate for the sake of efficiency, I don't recommend that you put your following or replying on autopilot. There are too many spammers out there to make it sensible for businesses to auto-follow whoever follows them. The same goes for thanks for the follow automatic messages. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Big or small, your program should have as its goal the establishment of real interactions with real stakeholders in and potential ambassadors for your brand. Taking a few seconds to see who each new follower is and sending each one a slightly customized welcome message will pay off in enhancing the strength of your network. Remember, Twitter is part social network, part microblog publishing platform. When you follow a group of people, companies, and organizations, you're subscribing to a newsfeed. Twitter is where users go to take the pulse of current events, politics, pop culture trends and memes, sports chatter, celebrities, industry news, or special interests. When your business or organization establishes itself on Twitter, therefore you become a publisher, streaming information, and ideally some inspiration to your followers. On a smaller scale, Twitter is also an effective person-to-person messaging platform, one that has partly replaced email and IM for its most firmly entrenched denizens. Google+. Frankly, there's still no clear map for what success looks like for a business on Google+. Sure, the Google+ member base grew faster than any product or service Google has launched in its entire history. The network reached 10 million users in a stunning 16 days. It grew a lot faster than Facebook did at the same point in its history. Twitter took 780 days and Facebook 852 days to get to 10 million. But despite the millions who suddenly signed up for Google+, few are deeply engaged with the community yet. Research from Comscore recently found Google+ members spend a mere 3 minutes a month on the network. The figure for Facebook is a hefty 405 minutes a month. And here's another hint that all is not well with Google+. It's not exactly an inspiring message when your VP of Engineering asserts that the network is not a ghost town 8. Yet you can't dismiss Google+. The platform remains an important place to test, learn, and optimize. Some Google+ innovations, like Hangouts, interactive online video chats, could prove to be important behavior-changing and trend-setting developments. Others, like Circles, were quickly copied by other platforms and may not remain much of a differentiator. Thus far, these are the most attractive elements of the Google+ play. It can offer benefits in search engine optimization, SEO. Google calls its new approach to social search, Search Plus Your World. A robust Google+ network can benefit your organic search presence in 4 ways. A. Personal results. Google+ photos and posts from the searcher and his or her personal network rise to the top of that user's organic search results. That feature enables Google+ users to search across information that is private and only shared to you, not just the public web, says Jack Menzel, Director of Product Management at Google Search.b. Profiles in search. Google+ profiles are crawled and ranked. They appear in both autocomplete and organic results, favoring people within the user's network or those whom the user might be interested in following. See, pages in search. Google+ pages are crawled and appear in search results. In fact, Google+ content seems favored by Googlebot. Who'da thunk? D. Social signals in search. Google's organic search ranking algorithm now incorporates not just links and on-page content, but also social signals of a page's popularity. One recent study found that high organic ranking is more strongly correlated with the number of Google+ ones that a page has received than with the number of Facebook likes it has received. 9.2. As I'll explore in Chapter 6, Google+ offers compelling integration with your AdWords paid search ads, which should boost click-through rate and even conversion rate. When you link your AdWords account with your Google+ page, your ads display social annotations, showing the destination site's total Google+ ones, which are equivalent to likes on Facebook, and spotlighting those from friends of the searcher. 3. Google+ offers exposure across other Google account features in YouTube Video Hangouts. As ExactTarget put it in a research report, we're curious to see whether Google's continued integration of Google+ into its other messaging channels, Gmail, Google Chat, and Android mobile devices will deliver on the promise of the social inbox. 10.4. Google Circles and its interactive, real-time video hangouts are real innovations that have taken today's social networks up a notch. LinkedIn is the world's biggest professional networking site, with over 175 million members worldwide. If you're a business-to-business company, LinkedIn should sit front and center of your corporate social media efforts. Even if you're in B2C, LinkedIn has a valuable role to play in building your own personal brand and in helping you connect with vendors, resources, and partners to help you successfully run your social media program. When I worked in the digital agency world as VP of Marketing for Timberline Interactive, LinkedIn was an important part of my outreach to the e-commerce industry at large, and to particular e-com professionals. Building a strong, coherent, industry-focused network is the heart of success on LinkedIn. Whether you're an expert in network security, political fundraising, or Pilates, LinkedIn is an ideal way to broadcast your expertise to potential new clients, industry media, conference organizers, and even the mainstream media. Posting good information, whether it's something original that you wrote on your blog, or whether you're sharing the insights of others, boosts your profile as an expert in your field. You can also link these posts to your Twitter account. Participating in LinkedIn groups and LinkedIn Answers furthers your professional reputation. You can drill into special interests,